Hello, this is the Ocean of the Ocean's Deep Blue. And we do the deepest of woo here. And in the meantime, while I'm waiting for people to notice that I'm on, I will give you something nice to watch, like this intro. Hi there. It's me, Mama D, as some of you call me. And uh, okay, just checking here. There's a lot going on. And last Wednesday, I tried to do a show. I'm double checking on my phone here. This is my tablet, this is my phone. I'm double checking on my phone to make sure this is going through. And I'm not talking in air because last Wednesday I was just talking to myself. Or actually, mm, I got the message last Wednesday. They were kind enough to remind me today. But I really feel like it's important. And it's kind of funny how this happened because when I found out that nobody heard this except me, I mean, I was kind of, I couldn't tell if anybody came in or not because of the way the internet was acting, which it does that sometimes. And I'm like, gee, well, if anybody's out there to hear this, I can't see you, so I'm just gonna do my thing and hope you all like it. So, but it turned out that and I nobody heard it. Nobody even got the notice that I sent out from Patreon. It was like the whole thing was lost in space or something. But we were having a portal day. Maybe I got lost in the portal. I don't know what happened to it, but I was on for 45 minutes, and when I couldn't see anything and I'd given the message, I left. I went off. So I hope tonight things go better, but it looks like the summer here, so let's just hope this goes better tonight. And, half the time I don't know what's going on. I'm going to give one more chance for people to come in before I really get started. And I'm going to get started. So, okay, people are at least getting the notification, I guess, or seeing that I'm on live tonight. Whereas Wednesday, I guess I was just out in the ether by myself, except for the voices in my head. But in my case, the voices are not just me in there, or versions of me, or are they? If you really believe in the fractal theory that these other people that we're communicating with, our guides and so on, are other versions of us, well, maybe they are. But, I said, well, you guys, why did you let me go through all of that, where I'm, you know, putting forth this message and everything? Because I didn't just wait for them. I just said, well, I want some kind of a message. I've been feeling like something's coming in, you want to say something, I'll say it. So they did. So I said, well, why did you let me do all that? And nobody heard it. And the answer was, well, you heard it. I said, well, yeah, but nobody important. He said, you're not important? Well, they got a point. So, what I could remember of it, I wrote down. And please forgive me if I scratch my nose because my charming co host is up here. Let's see if I can show him without any drama. There we go. There he is, doing what he does best, power lounging. He's very good at it, so let me tell you. Very good at power lounging. So, my little guy, he's going to win the championship this year. I'm sure of it. Um, mhm, beautiful. Oh, hi. Yes, please like and subscribe. Is on the snow. Wouldn't I have some weight loss? I guess I am losing weight though. I have lost weight. And some people say I seem to be getting better looking as time goes on, and I'm going, I'm just not poisoning myself mostly. I'm just really careful what I'm eating. I'm just not poisoning myself. It makes a big difference, apparently. Um, okay, so anyway, this happened last Wednesday on VD, Valentine's Day, when I got lost in the vortex, I guess. I don't know what happened, but I put out a broadcast and nobody got it. Anyway, we live in strange days. So here is the message. And like I said, I asked if anybody wanted to give any messages, any of our friends, any of our allies, any of our space brothers, or whatever, any of the good guys, because I only deal with the good ones and the other ones are not allowed. And I'm very strict about that and tell my guardians to boot anybody who is not. Okay. So, anyway, now I was told that this fellow's name was Adama, but it sounded more like Adamu. So I will say it that way. Adamu of Telos, Garta, that which we would call inner earth. Interesting. And Telos is supposedly right under Mount Shasta. So, if you're not into the inner earth stuff, I understand. But if you are, this should be pretty interesting. Either way, it might be pretty interesting. And, oh, thank you. No, nobody saw it. Nobody saw it, Scotty. Nobody did. It doesn't even exist in my records. Nothing. There's nothing to prove that I ever even did it. It was really weird. I couldn't get it. I go on my phone and I couldn't get it there either. I was doing it. It looked like everything was a go, and I'm there like, what's going on? So I was only on for 45 minutes and then left because I'm there like, what's going on? And then when I look back, there's nothing there. I don't know what happened. Okay. So it came in Adamu of Telos. And he says, by now, you've started to figure out that not every ship you see in your sky is coming from outside. Truly, we have been here all this time in what you'd call inner Earth. You'll see many more of us, for we've decided to largely go uncloaked. This is part of our program to break it to you gently that you're not alone. We have no desire to cause fear or panic, quite the reverse. We hope to get you used to seeing us until it becomes common and nothing to be feared. Let me assure you, there really is nothing to fear from us. We will be very mindful in our endeavors. That being said, we will be making contact and in fact already have, though you may not remember. You may experience a vague familiarity, like when you see the ships. That will be how you know. We are comprised of many species or tribes, not all who look like you. Many of you wouldn't easily be able to tell from yourselves, except we tend to be taller, shorter, or of a different use sometimes. Some of us have more or less hair, a larger cranium or eyes. Some have very tiny features like ears or noses, that sort of thing. But most of us look a lot like you. The ones who look startlingly different will be saved for later, so to speak, once you've had time to acclimate to our presence. We very much look forward to being able to finally meet face to face in good fellowship. We so much want to share with you some of our technology, which will be much to your benefit and save you much toil and despoilment of nature. We will show you how to live in tune so you can enjoy your lives longer and in much better health. And when he said in tune, I was seeing like the old pipe organs. He means also attunement, tuned as in the old music that was actually healing and uplifting, which they had all over the planet at one time. It will go a bit slow at first, but as you trust more and realize it truly is to your benefit, you will see it happen faster. We know you've been deceived many times, and it will take time to trust. But we're in no hurry. We love you and will welcome those of you who accept us as family because you are. Many will be leaving your realm, and that's for the best. Bear in mind, we all have a plan and free will, and we respect that. For many of you, we will be visiting individually and not en masse yet. You will get some warning. Only those who are truly ready will meet us face to face, but many of you are, which delights us greatly. Let us close by sending our love and promise that things will improve as we become closer. Fear not, you are treasured. And then I was getting a lot of stuff that wasn't quite as clear as that, but it felt like there are several people saying, offering hugs, like I felt like hugs. I felt a very loving presences. So now mother and father, cosmic mother and father, way back long ago, told me you've got to learn to discern, and you do it by the energy. You must tell by the energy because everything else can be faked. How does the energy feel? And the energy felt very good. So I think these are good beings that are talking to us. Hmm. Yep, you're in an Earth family. How about that from Agartha? Um, and I'm also getting that they'll explain that to us, what happened there. We'll get an explanation of what happened. Uh, Not right away because we're not quite ready. There's a lot of things we're going to have to unlearn and then relearn because we've learned it all wrong. We've been taught all wrong. Oh, there's Big Justin. Gosh, Scotty guy isn't around, isn't he? Is he? Hmm? Yeah. Yeah, well, I got cosmic bouncers. Yes, Mr. Cowboy is right here. Um, yeah, I really got, they were concerned because a lot of us have pretty much been programmed to not trust. And in truth, most of us who are still around today are here because we didn't overly trust. If you get my meaning, it's like we weren't too trusting, so we were so we didn't get like caught up in a lot of the crap. So, um, yeah, we didn't get caught up in a lot of the deadly stuff. So, oh, cowboy, your fur is so abundant and fuzzy. Every time I look at him, he makes me laugh. He's so funny. He's so like he doesn't even care. He has zero F's about anything right now. What a lucky cat you are. Yeah. So, ups, there's that Scotty guy again. Hi, Scotty. Love you. Anyway, so I was just going to ask you what you thought of this because, and then I got some other smaller messages like Andros of Telluria, who said um, that he he has actually been flying by my place. Flies by quite frequently, and we will meet one day. Is what I was getting. It Interesting when the time is right. So, and I have already been on some of the ships because they said not only am I going to be seeing some of the ships from the outside, but also from the inside. We're going to be seeing them from the inside. That means we're going to take a ride. Some of them, I guess, or have been. Actually, from what they say, we have been. We just don't remember it. So, um, this is going to be interesting. But yeah, apparently, um, yeah, they've been bopping through our skies all this time. And gosh, I even said, I remember hearing about that in college and saying to my friends who were not ready for it, I said, what if they're not from outer space? What if they're somehow from down there? Well, it's like the tremendous pressures and all of the scientific old type claptrap. Oh, it's quite impossible. Uh, I'm like, not if you have advanced technology, it's not. I mean, if they have a very advanced technology from us, we don't know what they'd be able to do. We only know what we can do or what it's projected that we'd be able to do. We don't know what they could really do we? Maybe they have an entirely different kind of technology. So, anyway, you know, back then we were we were all just kooks, and the weird kid who believes in flying saucers and weird stuff. Okay, whatever. Mhm. So, yeah. So basically, oh, aloha hook. Yeah. So basically, I'm getting in my mind that it's going to be like we're going to have things to heal us, things to help us build in the proper way so that we don't have to worry about our buildings collapsing because of the earth changes. Uh, Things to help us relax and regain our health and regain our mental health because we've all been affected by being poisoned, being frightened, being, I mean, it literally is if you're, holding up a phone to your head and in order to communicate, you're frying your brain. So, literally to recover, they're going to help us recover from all of this and help the surface to recover because I guess they've been wanting to do this for a while. They just don't want to scare anybody. But there's been some kind of agreement that's been in place for a long time, and it's off now. It's resolved. Things are resolved differently now, and now they're allowed to do it. Maybe I get that it partly is because we are now very much more aware that these things can happen. There are many more of us that believe that these things exist now. It's not a completely foreign concept. So it's not really like just coming into a very primitive society and saying, "Hey," but no, we've had decades to get used to the idea that this could happen, possibly. We've had a lot of fiction to help us along with it. And now they're saying, okay, we seem to be finally to the point where we can handle it. So, um, thank you. Oh, really? Thank you. Hello, Leroy. Mm, ah, yes, aloha. Um, yeah, I am not your mommy. Believe me, I'm not anybody's. Well, well, except maybe the hybrid kids. She doesn't make syrup. Okay. Eh, okay. Ah, funny. Okay, yeah, that's Muscati. Okay, so well, thank you. I'm very am pleased because fortunately now I feel yeah comfortable enough with my hair to just wear my hair now. You know, it's grown out. I think enough. I think it's thick enough that it looks acceptable. I feel a lot better now. So you know, I was just a little paranoid about it because it was like, oh, you know, I was looking very thin up there for a while. Mm, pretty bad when the only thing thin about you was your hair. But you know, I can pull the bangs up a little bit or whatever. But yeah, I'm happy about the way I'm looking. And some people say I'm looking better as time goes on. So hey, I'll take that at my age. You know, I'm sitting here and I'm going. Hmm, I'll show you. Um, yeah, see, it kind of drapes over nicely. I mean, you know, I don't have any actual missing patches anymore. So, you know, I guess that's nice. Although I have a lighter patch over here that almost, you know, I'm going to have that lovely gray patch like Tulsi Gabbard has maybe. Maybe it'll grow out to be a gray streak like Tulsi has, you know, because she has that very characteristic gray streak. So, I kind of like it. Somebody said it makes her look like a villain. I don't think she's a villain. But anyway, yeah, it's like I got hair. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I got hair. It doesn't take much to please me. uh, yeah, unicorn ponytail. That's what I did. Yeah. And your hubby dyed it. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, Tulsi. Yeah, like Storm. I know. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. You look like you got a perm. Well, yeah, sometimes when you cut your hair, it does. It takes the weight off and then it gets kind of springy. Yeah, I think it looks really good. Well, good, Hook. See, I told you, you're gonna come to the point where you realize you're beautiful, and this has nothing to do with your mother. You are you. Yay. So, yeah, my mother had very thin hair. You could see right through it. So I guess I had a little bit of paranoia that I was going to end up like that, but fortunately not. And so you know how we are. We got this ego thing going on. And that's why my guidance was just so adamant about me going on. It's like, I don't want to go on. I don't want people to see me. At first, I was, you know, in very dim lighting and in different lighting, and I was afraid to really show. And I was wearing all these hats that shadowed my face and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and they finally said, no, let people see you. It's like, okay. So it's weird. There's some of us I know that are still hiding out there, still hiding. We're always thinking that we're going to be so harshly judged. And it's funny because it's not right. It's not true. Hmm. Yeah, you got natural curls. About cats? Oh dear. Yeah, good. Good. Look, yeah, good. I mean, you know, good for you. I know what that's about. You got us. So there you go. You got a family. People who love you. Well, you know, and that's just the thing. And we have even more people who love us who we haven't officially met yet. And that's going to be lots of fun. I can't hardly wait for that. I mean, that sounds like it's going to be fun. We're going to get to see the inside of the ships. We're going to get a ride. We're going to be able to look down on things. And it sounds like a lot of fun. But that is coming in our future. Hey, the George Jetson future may be on its way. So we don't know. The Star Trek future? Hmm. Oh, really? Oh, cool, Lewis. Lewis busts in with his cat dreams. He had bears and now he's got kitty cats visiting him. A reference. Oh, yes, a reference. Off the hook. Mhm. Yeah, I'm just actually waiting to see what the chat is doing tonight. That's all. I am going to talk about a few more things, but I'm kind of catching up with the crew. After all, it is a discussion night. But Chloe, gee, whatever happened to you? I'm sorry you're so upset and hope that you feel better soon. Good night. Hey, Elderberry. I don't know what it was, but something upset her. She said something in a live from earlier. I know I've been on some lives that have upset me, but yeah, I mean, some of them have been pretty upsetting, but it's okay. I get over it. You know what? I really trust my guidance. My guidance says it's going to be fine. You're going to be looked after. We know who you are. We're not going to let a bunch of horrible things happen to you. They know who each one of you is. They're not going to let a whole bunch of horrible things happen to you if it's not in your contract. So if you have any kind of contracts like that, just completely dissolve those contracts. There are ways to do that. So, get rid of the contract if you don't want that to be a fact. But yeah, I'm getting that we're all going to be looked after. We're not going to be uh, just tossed aside or just thought. They're not as thoughtless as some of our governmentals have been. So, no, they actually feel very warm and friendly and not at all cold and cheesy. But, I was just wondering how you guys saw it, if you had anything to add to that. And I would also add that um, I'm working on something that I want to get ready for March about the yugas and the cycles and stuff. And it's very interesting. Um, because it's very telling to me what we're hearing in the public Zeitgeist. Because that tells us maybe what time we're in, what kind of time we're in. And I've been hearing some things about, I read about the yugas and ages to you. Not everybody sees it that same way, though. There are other ways to look at it. But I'm going to ask you, some people say, no, we're not on the ascending Dwarpara, Dwarpara um, age, where it will transition right into the golden age. I don't think so. It doesn't seem logical to me that we're going to go right into the gold age. Um, but we'll see. Anyway, the big transitionary period comes in March. I will give you a spoiler alert. In March is the final day of the Kali Yuga. And I've been saying we're out of it because really we largely are. Largely, things are different. We're not in the throes of the Kali Yuga anymore. We are in a different age. And we have been for a long time now. But yeah, I can't see us snapping right into a golden age, but I guess it's not impossible. Trump keeps talking about the golden age and that he's bringing it on for America, that we're going to bring on the golden age. And I found some stories about what is to happen at the end of the Kali Yuga. And it's very interesting. That is an interesting rabbit hole. So we're going to be talking about that really soon because March is coming right up. And we're going to be talking about the end of the Kali Yuga for once and for all. And if you can kind of see it as, model train tracks, we've just been running around this figure eight shaped track. But then somebody buys a new extension set and we're running off onto a side track, onto a new track. And it actually, but instead of around and around, we are going to start spiraling back upward now because that's the way we were always meant to be. We were always meant to spiral up, not keep running around on the same track forever. So it's going to be interesting. That means we're going to be in a whole new territory, one that we've never been in before. Ides of March, yes. Hmm. Oh, cool, Lewis. Oh, the bananas got battered. Oh dear, battered bananas. You think they're going to go to the battered bananas home and report you? Oh, really? Oh, that's cool, Lewis. I bet it'll still taste good, Dolly. Yeah, see Scotty thing, or yeah. That's right, Hook. You've been busy fucking up the kitchen. Me too. have something new I saw something the other day, and well, everybody needs to watch their sugar. And if you're going to get something sweet, get fruit and not too much sugar. Delta upside down in Toronto today. I don't know what that means. Aquarius. I'm trying. Oh, yeah. Uh, that's lovely. We got to tease John, you know. We won. We won. Yeah, our hockey players won. And what's Canada on and on and on about is their hockey players, the biggest, toughest. But we won. Oh, wow. That's really cool. Oh, a weird airplane accident. A Delta flight flipped up. I think I heard that. Wow. Scotty, do you batter your banana? Or maybe you prefer other people to help. Uh, you're not fully here. Neither was I. Wednesday, I was broadcasting and nobody saw it. And it wasn't recorded anywhere. And everything was fine here and in the StreamYard, but yeah, I wasn't anywhere else. I was gone. And then the next day, I gotta tell you guys, this is funny because the next day was funny. Just a few minor injuries. Um, Oopsie, whoopsie. Well, anyway, you guys are so funny, really. I love you. I love you. I adore you. Really, you're so funny. You make me laugh when I come in, and I try to make you laugh too, and we have a good time, and that's what's important. So keep our keep our vibe up, and that doesn't mean you always have to feel great. I mean, I went through a really weird thing. I think there is something trying to drive us all apart because it was almost like I got into a pissing contest almost with somebody, a spiritual pissing contest. And I'm like, well, I don't want to do that. That's ridiculous. Everybody's got their gifts, you know. Um, Trying to say somebody has more than another, it's like they've got different. I mean, it occurs in different ways for everybody. Some people have it developed more than others, you know, but you know, yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to get into a pissing contest with anybody about anything. It's just ridiculous. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Speaking of which, I saw something. I want to do some music. I got to do some music. I'm going to be doing some music. I don't know how exactly that's going to work, but somehow or other, I'm going to be doing some music, dudes. And when that happens, you will be invited. I think I have to check, but I think I can stream from Facebook. And most of you are off Facebook now, but would you go in just to I mean, would you go in just to like come see my shows? Because that way I wouldn't have to come up with another channel. Maybe I should have another channel though. You know what? And that's what I wanted to tell you. That's another weird thing. Oh, you had pepperoni pizza? I got pizza too. Yeah, I got it for Valentine's Day. I think. Was it Valentine? No, it was Friday. That's right. Yeah, with white sauce. Yeah, I love a pizza with white sauce. Now, that leads me to something else weird that happened, and I've got the pictures to prove it. A couple years ago, I was looking for a good white sauce pizza. And it was one of those really weird things where we noticed that a lot of the things when I was going to um, Aldi's and looking around, a lot of the stuff that was for me was in purple packaging. So we were like looking around to see what was in purple packaging and see if it was something I'd asked for. Had tried to manifest. So we walk in right in the door and right there in the beginning and over to the side, I'm looking at, here's a purple pizza package. It's a heart-shaped pizza with white sauce called Pizza My Heart. Yes, and that is the Janis Joplin song that I always do. One of the ones that I always do, that I always get requested. Piece of My Heart. And I'm there going, oh my gosh, I asked for white pizza. And there it is in a purple box, and it's heart shaped, and it's got a reference to Janis, my first celebrity haunting. Janis Joplin was my first celebrity haunting. So I said, yeah, I guess that's my pizza. So I took it home and I had the box. I kept the box because I liked the box. That was really cool. Well, so this year I walk in. I'm not really looking for a pizza exactly, but I look over and I see they've got a piece of my heart pizza. But the heart is red. The packaging is red, although it's got a line of purple around it. Still called Pizza My Heart, but it's got red sauce. And I'm like, weird. The last 2 years it's been white sauce. But then I realized I went through a vortex. I mean, I went through some kind of a, oh, what did they say? It was some kind of a gate day. It was some kind of a, I can't think of the term now. But Paul, it was like, Paul, I was trying to explain it to Paul, and he said he remembered. And he said, maybe you're not quite back yet from wherever you went, you know, through the portal. So I'm like, yeah, maybe I'm not all back. It's like things are just a little weird. So things were just kind of weird that whole day, for like a while. It started on Valentine's Day and just went on for a while being weird. And I am in a different reality than I was. I asked for signs to know that I was, and so I've been getting them. So yes, I am in a different timeline now than I was before. I'm not sure exactly what that's going to entail, like what all is going to be different, but it'll be different now. So if you're in this one, good for you. This is going to be a very positive timeline. You're going to see that. Okay? You're in one of the major positive timelines. Hmm. Oh dear. Oh wait, let me look at what's going on. Oh, the cat cafe. Let's went to the cat cafe. Oh yeah, white sauce is great. You have to sign up for account just to get into Facebook. Doggone. Oh, white sauce and spinach. Yeah, that's really good. Well, it's not in a purple box anymore. Now it has red sauce and it has a red heart. It was white sauce. Desiree broke her fibula. You guys, you keep getting injured. No. Yeah, do try a white sauce Pizza Hut. So good. I got part of one in the fridge right now. No swing for a long time. Doggone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I've broken it before. Mhm. Well, we'll have to send you some healing energy. Okay, I am gonna I'm gonna make this offer. I'm going to send you a bit of comfort cream. It helps repair breaks, but you've got to use it as I tell you to use it, okay? If you want it, it's called knit bone for a reason, or bone knit. It knits bones very quickly. It takes away pain on contact, and it helps wounds heal quickly. If you want some, get in touch with me. I will send you some, enough to get you through this anyway. It's not cheap. I won't charge you because I know you haven't got money. We'll get it to you somehow, but you have been through enough. You've been through enough. Oh my gosh. Rob's channel? I hadn't even seen it all yet. Hmm. I'm really sorry to hear that. Yeah. So if you want that, Rob, Derek, you know how to get in touch with me. We'll get that to you, so we'll get you some. I will send you some. I'm tired of hearing how you guys are suffering there. Truly, you have something going on. I feel like we need to do some clearings on you. Okay. Well, I keep hearing about stuff happening to Wu and his cute little family, and I'm like, this is not right. It's like, Derek, you're such a nice guy. What the hell? This is wrong. You know, we'll get you some of this. At least we'll get you enough to get you through some of the. Yeah, because that's upsetting that you're like every couple of months you got something going on like that. It's not good. I don't like it. We got to figure out why that's happening. It's not normal. Okay. Okay. Yeah, through a break or two, I'm going to give you a break by getting you unbroken faster. But yeah. And if you've got other pain, it'll work with that too. But now listen, take notes. Take notes right now. First, I'm going to get some out. Okay. You don't dig into it. You get a light coat that you can't even see, but that will be enough. First, you apply it up the spine, all the way up the spine, up in your neck. That's step one. This is by Regina, who originally made this. Now her son sells it. But she was Reiki master. I don't know if she still lives now, but um, she was old. But you put it on your spine, then you put it on the soles of your feet. Then put a very thin coat. You can put a very thin coat on as often as you need it, but don't apply it too heavily. You're just going to waste it if you do. No need to apply it really heavily. Then smear it on wherever the break is. Okay. But the reason, or as near as you can get, the reason, I'm going to put some of this on my burn. By the way, I'll show you my burn. Yay! It's fading. It's fading. So it's going away pretty fast. Um, and with no scar, it'll have no scar. So, but see, if you got a cast on that thing, you're not going to be able to probably get it directly on the break. So I will also say, if you have any way to do it, find yourself some comfrey and start making comfrey tea as well. But if you get it on the soles of your feet and your spine, she told me this will help get it to anywhere that it needs to go. So, but you really don't need a thick coat. And it's like a miracle thing. And you can also drink it. You can also eat it if you find it out in the wild. Be very careful, of course. But if you find it out in the wild, you can actually eat it. Eat the leaves like greens. They're not terribly tasty, but they certainly won't hurt you in there. And they'll try to tell you that they're a noxious weed and they're toxic. And Susan Weed sent off a sample to have it tested, and there were no toxins because the horticulturists, the early horticulturalists, developed a strain that's not toxic. So um, anyway, so I would say that and doggone it, bone broth for all of you, especially her. Okay. Mhm. That's good. Mhm. Yeah, now it looks like an allergic rash, but it was burn with blisters, big old blisters, nasty looking blisters. Okay. Hey, Mary wins. Mary wins. Okay. Yeah, it is loose. Yeah. I I'm healing this up very fast. It just looks like a rash. Now it doesn't even look like it got burned. So well, yeah, sometimes making a change like that'll help. And then we've got to somehow get you into a very positive state of mind so that you attract better things. So, okay, Desiree, though, we're gonna take care of you. But as you get it on the soles of your feet, she told me, and on your spine, it will start affecting everything else because you have connections between your spine and the soles of your feet. And of course, you will be getting some on the palms of your hands when you put it on. So, yeah, just don't put it on too heavy and you'll be able to use it over and over again. We'll get you enough that you can get through this, like Scotty said, a break or two until things get a little better. And then we're going to try and get you better because that isn't right. Um, I'm going to start doing new music. A lot of music. I don't exactly know how it's going to happen, but I'm going to. Well, you need help, Scotty. Some people can do it though. Remember, there are women who back hook bras themselves. Unfortunately, I'm not one of them. Well, I have done it in the past, but these days, yeah, most of us have to like hook it in the front and spin it around, right? In order to get those suckers on. But yeah, some of us can just reach in back and very monkey like be able to hook those hooks. I've done it before, but lately I just don't have any desire to even try. So um but I guess that would help, but no, you really need somebody to put it on your spine all the way up. And Derek, that's going to be your job. And then, of course, you can put it on anything else that hurts or needs repair. But we tell you if there is a wound involved that needs draining, be careful with it because you don't want it to close all the way up right away until it's done draining because it will close up a wound very quickly. The Indians used it, and white men thought they were doing magic. They were just using herbs, which maybe is magic. They called it medicine. Yes, it was their medicine. So I kept thinking about that, Woo. I wanted to do that. I wanted to rent a party bus that we could all get on and just take a trip. I would love to show you guys like the Serpent Mounds and the mounds near here in the park and um that we could just get together and see a few of the sites, but I don't know when that'll happen, but maybe it'll happen. I don't know. It'd be fun. Yeah, and go cross country. That would be something. See some sights. All of us on the magic bus, huh? For a vacation. One of my friends got themselves a grand tour bus. Oh, I wanted that thing. I looked at that. I was like, I want one of these. I want one of these. It was luxurious. Oh my gosh. Could live there. I could live there. You know, You need somebody who is a good driver to drive it for you from place to place, because I apparently they're not a piece of cake to drive. However, um, wow, they're not. The one that I saw was so nicely appointed. I mean, it had a place where you could sit, and I mean, it had a kitchen, it had a bedroom, it had a bathroom, it had a shower, it had everything. And it's like, holy cow. You could really enjoy yourself, stretch out and enjoy yourself. hmm Actually, we have a party bus around here. You can rent out for parties. We actually have a party bus around here that you can rent for like around homecoming or whatever, or graduation or whatever. Yeah. And it just drives around while you have your party. But I don't know if that still exists. That existed before COVID, so I don't know if it still is around. Vegas is scary. Gosh, we gotta get you out of Vegas. Cardamom. I need cardamom. I can't find it. Cardamom. I mean, every self-respecting Danish person had cardamom at one point. I had some. Can't find it now. Yeah, it does. I've been pretty well. I'm not going out though. It's freezing. There's ice out there. I don't like it. Ice, but I'm not an illegal alien or anything. But ice is out there. I'm not much for ice, but if they clean up the illegal alien problem, I'm all for that ice. You like my schmancy earrings, by the way? I don't know if you can see them very well. I found these earrings that are so pretty. I don't wear earrings too often because my hair is long and you can't see them too well. But they look like a sunrise over mountains. They're so pretty. Oh, thank you. Hmm. Yeah, I know. Vegas is kind of crazy. Thank you. Yeah, it's my mom used to say below the brassiere. Well, thank you. Too warm to plant your garden. Wow, thanks. I'm glad you think so because sometimes I wonder, I still have, I should get over it. Thank you guys. Thank you for telling me. Thank you. It really helps. Coming from somebody who's had off and on reservations about showing my face online. Ah, you're right. Actually, I'm not bad looking at all. Hey, who is that? Who is that woman? Sure. Oh, there is something I gotta show you. Yolana brought this to me. Oh, I'm going to warn you. For some of you, this may be a jump scare. But this person is about the same age as me. Maybe 2 weeks difference in our age. And they have got, I know, enough money that they could live a great life. They knew what they were doing. Don't get scared when I show her to you. Can you guess who this is? But ah, yeah, it's Carolyn Kennedy. And she has the nerve, looking like that, to get on Robert's case. That, look at that. That, and me. What the fuck happened to this woman here? Or is that the reptile coming out? My gosh. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I know. Avert your eyes. Well, get your barf bag. Oh, Pelosi. Pelosi doesn't look any better. Matter of fact, although Nancy is a lot older, they look about the same age. Oh my gosh. Yes, that's what I think, Woo. Whoopsie, no more Chrome. A lot of people are not going to look, Madonna doesn't look good either. Oh my God, I'm told that she looks really scary now. They're all starting to look really scary. It's catching up. That's why they're having fits. The end of the Chrome means they're going to start to look like what they are. Hmm. Yikes. What are we going to see? It's kind of like putting on the glasses and they live, right? You put on the glasses. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Melania is the best looking first lady we ever had. And she ain't a kid. But yeah. Oh, Hook, you've got your own beauty. You've got your own beauty, honey. When you treat yourself well and, you know, like I say, stop poisoning yourself and you have the higher energy, the higher vibe, it comes through and people see you as beautiful. Oddly enough, I look at my pictures from when I was young, and there were times when people were not I can't believe it. I looked at some of my pictures. I looked at them. I'm like, I was a beautiful young woman. I wasn't always seen that way, though. People didn't see me that way. And I'm like, could they miss it? I wasn't bad. I wasn't ugly. I was a good looking young woman. Very good looking. But I was terrified all the time. That might have affected things. I was going through a lot. I tell you, the younger part of my life was just, I never want to relive that. I'm fine, thanks. I'm better now. It'd be great if I wouldn't have had all that fear. It would have been great if I didn't have all that weirdness going on. I was breaking an ancestral curse, though. I didn't know it at the time. That's another thing. You get the energy suckers off of you, you'll look better. The energy suckers will take you down. Mhm. I hear, I hear we are going to be losing a lot of the parasites on this planet, which is fine. Oh, how about me too? My teeth are uneven. Yeah, nobody cares. And you know what? With the new technology, they'll be able to fix all that. Yeah. You lost your upper jaw? What are you talking about, Louis? What? Oh, your upper jaw teeth. So you still have your lower. Yeah, well, Cowboy has all of his back teeth missing due to some kind of an infection he had. All he's got is front teeth and one fang. That's why I make his perpate for him. And he's happy. And he's a happy kitty. Because the perpate doesn't have any fight in it at all. He just slurps it right up. I take the magic bullet and puree it to within an inch of existence, and it becomes nice and silky, and he just laps it up, and he's so happy because it's turkey, and nothing's better than a belly full of bird meat if you're a cat. Belly full of bird meat is just what you want. There you go. Oh, good for you, Scotty. So, you know, that's that really what I was talking about was just um I can't I can't figure out why I was never seen as being, well, I was at times, and it was interesting because I did go through a time when I was playing different parts, like for the singing telegrams, And I would also go to the conventions and I would go as a vampire. I had an Elvira dress. And let me tell you, Scotty, if you saw me in the Elvira dress, well, they'd probably have to revive you because all the blood would rush away from your head. That was generally the effect I had on people at that point. Oh, star shines on. Jungle booty. Ha, 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 ha. Uh, oh, that's pretty nice. Yeah, yeah, I had a like an Elvira dress. Oh boy. Yeah, when I walked into a room, there were sometimes casualties because the way I had my boobs up, it was like they walked in the room about 5 minutes before I did. They were up on a shelf, kind of, just whoop up there. And so, you're the guys, and it's like you're talking to me, and they're like way up somewhere and way out there, and so yeah, the double D's really decked them sometimes, but that was then. Oh yeah, back when Elvira was really good looking. It's interesting that she was a redhead. There you go, Woo Riders. And the thing is I know I like a good ass on them, and you know what? Because men say, but what? Because people have said, but why? Well, I'll tell you why. Handles, better grip, better grip for steering. Oh, hmm. I don't know. I don't know, Barry. I don't think so. But I don't think she probably looks the same. I think she was older than me. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think she's still alive and probably is a good looking old lady. But I saw the other night, I was going to say, I ran into a live stream and it was this guy who looked like an elf. He had long hair and it was pulled back like an elf, in an elf style. And he had this guitar that was glowing in the black light, so it looked like it was shining, right? He had a keyboard and he had glasses that lit up. And he had now some of you remember in the old days rock stars would come out in these wild outfits. They had, you know, the elfie outfit. So, and he's playing something and it's okay. He's just playing the same rhythm over and over, and then he's just doing some kind of riff on his guitar. And and people are just loving it. They're just having a good time. I'm thinking, you know what? This is really inspiring me because I could do something like that real easy. I could very easy come up with a character and just whip out the music and have a good time and be happy that way. Because as much as I love you guys and I try to share the information with you, I don't feel like the world at large really respects me or even knows who I am. Sometimes it's very discouraging. I have all these gifts and very seldom do people acknowledge that. It's like, look at all of the things I can do. And yet, you know, it's rough. So, thank you, Hook. Mm. Well, thank you, Hook. Thank you. Sometimes it's just difficult. And really, I'll tell you right now, the one that I almost got into a psychic pissing contest with was Wingies. And I know what's going on with Wingies. She's desperate to get money going that she can use her skills, her psychic skills, and doesn't have to go back to a 9 to 5 and raise her kid. That's what anybody wants. That's what anybody wants is just to raise their family in peace, to express themselves, express their gifts and their talents. It's what we all want. But there we have this notion of scarcity. Like if you're having something, you're taking it away from somebody else, or like somebody can take something away from you. It just isn't true. It's not really true. You know, it's it's complicated why some people get blessed with, but I hear from a lot of people who are very famous now that they weren't always, so it wasn't easy. I mean, a lot of us who were psychic back in the day, they just treated us like we were crazy people. But I belong to a metaphysical society. It helped me keep my sanity. I knew I could go to a meeting with them. There were a couple of different ones that I belonged to. I knew I could go to a meeting there and talk to those people and be understood, and they wouldn't look at me as being crazy because they had a similar experience. And it really hurts now that I don't have that. There isn't anything like that around here, at least not that I know of that I can get to. I would love to be around people that were like me, that I wouldn't have to explain everything to, that I could just talk about stuff and it would be like normal conversation. I really miss that. But really, in those early days, it really helped me keep my sanity because crazy things happen to you. There's a point at which when you're switching over and you're trying to decide what's real and what's not real, you know, you can go a little too far and become almost psychotic at times. And, sometimes you're not even sure what you are, whether you're crazy or not. But the fact that you're questioning that is a good sign you're probably not. But, um, it was very hard back then. I'm glad I had that backup, but I miss it. I really miss it. I need to be with some people who I can relax around and just relax and be myself. Yeah, play the Three Little Pigs. Bum 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 bum. Me too, Woo. When I was a pagan, when I was doing the pagan thing and I went to the pagan fairs, I would run around just wrapped in a little scarf. No, well, actually, a big scarf. That's the way people would. They'd just, hanging from one shoulder was just a scarf. Was just to keep you from burning your butt. You could put it over you to avoid sunburn, but it really didn't cover up essentials. And yeah, it was mostly to keep you from burning your butt when you sat on a sunny something, you know, or, protect you from the sun. But I loved it because swimming, oh my gosh, swimming in the swimming pool naked was great. Oh, that was great. I wish I had a swimming pool that I could swim naked in. I want my own private swimming pool so I can do that. And being in a hot tub naked is cool too. It's just, and walking around in just a scarf, a really big scarf, basically is what it was. That was great. Mm. 37 years, Hook. You might make it to your 40th. Wow. Yeah, that'd be great. Naked in a hot tub or naked in a pool. Naked in a pool was great. The water flowing. And we did go to a nude beach one time, me and my husband, and that was great to feel the water on your skin is wonderful. Woo! If I had a swimming pool, I'd be using it. Oh, you used to have a pool and a jacuzzi? Damn, girl. That's my dream. I want a place with my own jacuzzi and pool. Oh, yeah, make it happen. Yeah, that would be great. We don't generally have those in Ohio. It's not very common. I know that there are some places where it's quite common. It's not in Ohio. But back when I was in the hot tub a lot, when I could get into the hot tub a lot, it really helped the fibro. I would probably be a lot better off if I had that available. Yep, I'm going to make it somehow to where that happens. Somehow I'm going to have available a hot tub and a pool. I'm going to have a somehow I'm going to have a private one that I can just swim around naked. Maybe invite a friend. Hmm. Ew. Yay. Yep. You have an inflatable tub with an air leak. I don't have a tub at all, just a shower. I would love a great big tub too, a great big tub that I could soak in. I miss that. Hmm. I had a clawfoot tub at one point. I miss that. One of those big old clawfoots. I felt like painting its nails. Hmm. Hmm. That'd be nice. I don't have a yard. Haberbim? Are you typing with your mouth full, Chloe? Here is the Countess. Everybody watch out. Here comes the Countess. Oh, God. Oh, you haven't had a bath in over 13 years? I hope you had a shower at least. Yeah, it's been about 5 years that I haven't been able to have a nice bubble bath and soak in a salt bath, and I miss it. But I'm on the ground floor, so all of the ground floor apartments are just have a shower. They're wheelchair friendly, I guess. They're all handicapped apartments. Um, but I wanted the ground floor. Hey, somebody pulls that fire bell. I don't want there to be any steps between me and the outside. I don't want to have to wait for an elevator. I don't want to have to go down, up and down stairs. Nope. I would love a hot tub. It'd be good. Freaking fog. Maybe it's gay fog. Are they turning the freaking frogs gay? Maybe they turn the freaking fog gay. Gay fog. I don't know what that'd be. How you would tell. Yeah, the magnetic rays. Yeah, magnetic waves. Yeah, hoser. Chloe, can we help you? Countess, can we help you somehow? Get over that. You watched a live stream, you shouldn't. Was it black magic or something, or was it just really disturbing? Can we help you? You know, I'm worried about you. Hmm. But yeah, I've had that before where it's like Mm, mm, maybe not the same way though. Oh, Chloe, I was subscribed to him. Was. Yep, he pissed me off. He really pissed me off. I listened. I tried to be fair. I tried to, then I realized what a freaking insult. What a superiority complex. No. Yeah, it just made you realize something. You know what? He did something that hit me wrong. And one of the things he did, now I'm not going to go into it. I'm not going to give him play. Well, please tell us. He's a guy with yellow glasses that does interviews. And he's had some good people on. But the attitude, he's one of those people that is so gushy, you know, that, and obviously he he comes from a reality that I can't imagine. Growing up or whatever he had that made him that the way that he is. But he's just, and it's just an incompatible energy now. And he kind of acted like, now I'm not going to go into it, but he pissed me off. Maybe Sandler. He just does. He just does interviews. Sometimes the interviews are good. Now, Wu, let me ask you a question. Is it true that you do 4 videos a day? That gets the viewer up, and then you're on your way, right? I'm kind of getting the message that you need to do like 4 videos a day, 4 reels a day, and that helps. So, Michael Sala, I'm trying to remember which one he is. Yeah, some of them piss me off. Some of them get on my nerves. You mean the show is going off the air? Oh, he sells UFO secrets. Yeah, Gene Sala. Michael Sala, rather. Gene Decode, Michael Sala. Blah, 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 blah. Mm, yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, Dolly. You need some comfrey cream, too. You know what? It's $45 a tube. Well, a jar. But I know y'all probably can't afford that. So maybe I'll break it down and put it into smaller jars and send it out to you or something. Because if you do it right, it'll last a long time. I mean, I've had a jar last over years sometimes if you do it right. Frankincense oil, there you go. Chloe, let us help you. What's wrong, sister? Come on. You can see the waves in the sky. You got that trick I taught you where you kind of close your eyes and you look, you wait, you go, show me something. Show me what's really going on up there. And you open your eyes and just let your focus slide until it's like one of those stereoptogram pictures, you know. It just look like a blur, and then you look at them with the right field of depth, though, and they start making a picture. My God, I have seen pictures you would not believe in the sky. 3D, and then they turn 3D the longer you look at them, and it's like, holy crap, was that up there all this time? Wow. Yeah, there's stuff in the sky. You guys should take a look. You should try that. You should try it. Hey, Project Sky Falls. It won't even exist. What the heck is going on? I might have to look up the last Sandler and see what she's talking about. But he just kind of puts me off. He's too cutesy about things. And then he was getting very holier than thou. And I'm like, dude, don't give me that shit. Because everybody's where they are. They got reasons why. They got contracts, things they're doing. You got no right, really, to feel you're such a big, fat, hairy deal. Oh, it's somebody that she watched earlier project that Chloe watched that got her all upset. He got me upset for a different reason, and I just canceled him. But I don't know why what he said that she got got her upset, but she's upset over it. Well, I cannot cure everything, but anyway, my thoughts go out to you, dear sis. Hope you feel better soon. Yeah. By the way, I'm told, and this comes from, oh, yes, I was supposed to tell you. This comes from, who told me this? Andros of Telluria, who I talked to quite a lot. Seems like several times now I talked to Andros of Telluria. Um, the elements are all riled up, and so they and also the Space Brothers are helping to quiet down things, but there are some things that the Earth has to do in order to repair herself because she's been through a lot like we have. And there's some things that she can't help. So if you are in a floodplain, if you're in an earthquake zone, if you're somewhere where a natural disaster is prone to happen, take it as warning. Get the F out of there if you can. Not everybody can. And if you can't, then you need to get real friendly with the spirits of the area so that they help protect you, your area, like I do my area here. I protect my area by interacting with the elementals here and asking for protection. So you're going to need to do that where you are too, because for a while they're going to be real riled up, real active, and kind of pissed off. Yeah, Merkaba. Better have your Merkaba ready, right? Because it's going to get dicey in some parts. Everything. We're going to have storms. We're going to have volcanoes going off. We're going to have all kinds of shit like that happening, and there's no way to help it. Exactly. It's got to happen. Some of it's got to happen because of the damage having been done to her, and she's got to heal it. And so she's got to do some shaking and quaking and erupting. And, and the elementals have been abused, which makes me kind of sad because they're really pretty innocent. People have abused them, and they know that. See, they're kind to me because they know that I send them love and understanding, the elements. I work with them. I'm willing to work with them and try to understand them and give them healing. But because they have personalities, and science will say, no, what? It's like, you'll figure it out one day, Elmo. You know, you figure it out one day, Speedy. Don't worry. Yeah, elements, and they knew this. This is why they named storms. Storm fronts do have personalities. Absolutely. That's why they name them. That's right. Yeah, see, I go out and I sing my song to get in touch with the elements, get in touch with the earth and the sky, and I sing my elements song to get in touch with the elements, and I do those two songs, and then I really try and feel what's going on. But yeah, and he was only telling me something I already kind of knew. I already kind of figured because I'm feeling it. But he's saying they're going to help. That is to say, the Tellurian, they're going to help us, but they can only do so much. Some things they cannot stop. And it wouldn't even be right to stop it. But it's going to be all right. You look, if you've contracted to be here, you're going to be here. You're going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. I was told I was going to be okay, and I believe it. I know I'm going to be okay. And look at it this way, it's not bad over there on the other side, even if you do die. You got friends. I can guarantee that. So even if you do die, it's not so bad. Because honestly, um I had my near death experience. Life goes on. We are eternal. Our bodies stop, but life goes on. Our little avatars wear out and stuff. It's going to change though. Yeah. We're being protected or we would still be here. Yeah, and you know what? When you realize finally, this would solve so many problems. If people were told the truth and really knew it, really believed it. Honey, you're not in the wrong body. You picked it. No, I didn't. No, sweetheart. Before you were born, you picked your parents, you picked your family, you picked a situation that you thought you'd learn the most from. You picked the body you wanted to be in. You got to pick it. You were the one who assigned your gender at birth. But it was before birth that you assigned it. And if people understood that, and there are people who will fight you tooth and nail, I bet you. It's like, no, no. It's like, dude, you chose it. So there's a reason. I had to do that with myself. I didn't like being a woman very much. I didn't like the whole idea of having a baby. Didn't like the whole idea of this bleeding and cramps stuff. Didn't like, there's so many things I did not like about it. But somehow I knew that I had decided to be a woman and I had to go through with it. Had to go through this being a woman stuff because for some reason I picked being a woman and I had to be one this time. So, yep. Yeah, I wonder too. You know, I wonder. I used to wonder. I used to say, did it look like a pizza run? I mean, did somebody say, "Damn, you know what this party needs? We're having like a big party in heaven." I was like, you know what this party needs? We need a pizza. Can you go down there and get? Come on, if we order up a pizza, well, you can get whatever you want on the pizza. Can you go down and get the pizza? And we thought we were making a pizza run, and it was a pizza with everything. And we never got back for a long, long time. But, well, thank you, Scotty. Yeah, we chose our challenges. And once you figure that out, you're like, once you realize that you picked everything, and there aren't any victims in that game. You are what you're supposed to be or what you chose, then you have to get over that. You have to get over that, all that shit. And in other lives, I was a gay man. And in other lives, I was something else. And in other lives, I was something else again. And sometimes I was a queen or a king. Sometimes I was a pauper. Sometimes I was, a pirate. Sometimes, it's like we all had many things that we did, and we kind of feel a fascination because we did that at some point. It kind of feels familiar. There's a familiarity. Star Wars, familiar, right? Yeah, it's kind of familiar. Star Trek feels kind of familiar. Feels way more familiar, actually, to me. Star Wars feels much closer. But, yeah, Star Trek is, I think, probably close to what the Pleiadian thing is like. I mean, there are actually Federation. Yeah, you could have been a lesbian before. Oh, yeah, it's like you just got to get over it and realize this life is what you needed, what you felt like you needed to do whatever it is you're trying to do, and then there'll be another one. You'll have another one where you'll be able to be something entirely different. It's all good. I used to get mad at people when they'd say it's all good. Not all good was at the height of bad times. It's not all good. It's not. It's not all good. How dare you say it's all good? You know, uh, sure don't feel all good sometimes. It sure don't. Really don't. Yeah, we love you, Chloe. Why did I check the box for big boobies? I don't know. Maybe my hand slipped. Maybe so I couldn't ignore the fact that I'm female. I mean, really, some girls are flat enough that they can pass. But me, I would need an operation to deny these puppies, right? I need an operation. And I don't do operations. I just do not. No. Mm-mm. We don't do that. Homie, don't play that. Hmm. I'm definitely a girl. Mm, absolutely. Mhm. So, but I got used to it. I really feel a lot better though now that the bleeding part is over. Monthly cramps and shit. Yeah, really much more settled with it now. That sucked. I did not have an easy time. Neither did my mother. That was, I think, maybe part of our generational curse, our family line curse. Because I was the first woman to make it in my family to make it to menopause with all her parts intact. I didn't have mine removed. So, a very stubborn bitch I can be. It's like, nope, I am going to find out what a normal menopause is like. Damn it. We're going to have a normal menopause in this fucking family. And indeed, I did find out what it was. It was an interesting process. I'm very proud of myself. I did not cave. Being kind of flat would be handy in some regards, but there you go, Scotty boy. Scotty, I hate to break it to you, but you're probably not going through menopause ever. However, some people say you can end up going through manopause. I guess there are things that happen to guys. So you might go through manopause, but not menopause. Hmm. Yeah, I wonder if in the future if we're going to still go through that pain and bleeding and all that. Probably not. We'll probably have some other way of doing that. There are other beings that have other ways of doing that, I'm told. I have memories where another life of mine where we didn't have to do that. We didn't have to go through that. I think something happened to cause that. I don't think it's normal. I think there's something, somehow something was done to cause that. Because it doesn't seem logical. Why would you, why would you have that? Why would you build that in? Minto, yeah, they tell me there's such a thing as menopause. Things happen to men. And I guess one of the things is like when your scrotum touches the water. Yeesh. And stuff. When you grow hair in your nose faster than on your head, the hair on your head starts decreasing and the hair in your nose and your ears starts increasing. You're in menopause. Yeah, I guess. So, yeah, good for you, Dolly. You know, Dolly, if I would have thought of it, I should have sent you some of this cream too. Y'all need some of this cream. Yeah, it becomes very low hanging fruit, I guess, after a while. I would love to go to a nice drum circle. I would love that. I used to. I set up drum circles at this bar and grill. I loved that. I used to love drums. Drum circles was my favorite thing. If I had if I had a place, that's why I want my little eco village. I want us to have drum circles weekly. It would be a weekly thing, every week. You know, when I went to the pagan fests, they would have drumming all night. People would drum all night. I never had trouble sleeping through it. It was comforting. Then up around morning, they'd finally stop and I'll get some rest. But damn, that was a that was so much fun. I mean, you'd take a swim in the pool naked, you'd take a dip in the hot tub naked, you'd walk around in a long scarf, a great big scarf, just seeing what everybody was up to. And you'd be learning stuff because they'd have free free like little mini seminars all day and then people would be cooking stuff and I mean there was this guy that always came with Mediterranean food. It was really good food. And then you go relax and sit under the trees for a while with some people just discussing the day. And then you drum. People would drum all night. Of course, it's not sustainable, I guess, for every day, but boy, it was fun. It was nice. It was just, and I could talk to the people. They all spoke the same language. I didn't have to worry about what I said or explain or try and make it make sense to somebody who it didn't make sense to because they all knew what I was talking about. It was nice. I miss those days. I need to be around people like that again. I keep coming back to that. Live bands. Well, it might not have been a dream, you know. A lot of times these beings come into your dreams, Lewis taught. It might have been a communication. A lot of things will come into your dreams because it's just easier to contact you then. Shiny balls, shiny Christmas balls. I know that Scotty polishes his up quite often. Yeah, that might actually have happened, Lewis. Guess what? Sasquatch can teleport. Yeah, yep. Sasquatch can teleport. We got an area right out back. And as I'm looking at it and I'm trying to decode the way that the sticks are bent, broken, and pointing, there's a patch right out in the back area here in the backwoods that they come and go. About them apples. Doesn't surprise me. And they're good friends of mine, and I will always stand up for them that they're real and that we shouldn't be hunting them. We should never hunt them. They're people. Really? Well, one thing I do know that once Trump was elected and we knew that he was going to be the president, all of the scary dreams that I had stopped. And then at some point there was just one more, and then that was it. And then they just shut the fuck off. And I'm like, yay. Because I was getting tired of that. I guess maybe I had one last mission. But yeah, I'm like so happy not to be waking up to, and they weren't. No, they could properly be called nightmares. Yeah, did you have any communication, Lewis? I mean, sometimes I see Mom Squatch in my head. And it's like, matter of fact, hey, yeah, you're back around, huh? Love to you and your tribe, Mom Squatch. How's your kid? How's your child? Doing well and growing fast. That's good. Hope to see you soon. Or sometime. I appreciate your friendship. Yeah, odd that you'd be around and it's so cold out. Oh, Okay. They don't need to be physically nearby to talk to me. Okay. That's right. Mhm. Okay, well, my. We've been on 2.5 hours, and I am beginning to get cooked. So that means, yeah, I'm going to call it a night. And love you. Hope that you have a wonderful evening. Like I said, go out and look at the sky, see what it wants to tell you. Maybe you'll see some ships wave as they go by. Have some good thoughts. Just think at them. Think, hey, y'all, how you doing? You might get an answer. You never know, right? You might get an answer. Okay, you guys, I hope that, oh, wow. Yeah, I hope that y'all are back around on Wednesday, and I hope that I am too. And you know how good to see you? Well, it's good to be seen too. Okay, lovelies. You know I love you. I'll see you later. I'll be back on and I'll be trying. I gotta find a way to make more videos so that uh, the algorithms like me better. I'm sorry to hear that Rob's show is off. Y'all stay safe. Have fun. We'll get through this. It'll be great. When we get through it, yeah, thumbs up, please. Make a comment or something. Mhm. Truth is where you find it. Hope you're always finding some here. And if I get more messages, you guys will be among the first to know. And with that, from me and Mr. Cowboy, who is now gone from power lounging to power napping and wants mommy to cuddle, I'm sure. Mhm. Yeah, y'all come back now, you hear? How about this one? I'm so glad we had this time together just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seem we just get started, and before you know it, comes a time we have to say so long. Carol Burnett, an icon. Love you all. Night night.